finally here. So I feel like normally before a bigger hike, I would typically do like a gear video or some type of a planning video. And honestly, time just got away from me this last month. I didn't really do that. But on our way here, I was inspired to talk about my nerves, my fears for this hike, because I have been like kind of nervous leading up to it. Hey honey, what you doing?
Finishing packing.
We're leaving in 7 hours. I used this garment rack as part of my setup for a music festival that I was vending at last weekend, and it's worked out really good as like a getting ready station for the hike.
I use this to organize.
I think I was gonna do this video about like what my fears are for this trail. Do you have any fears about the Colorado Trail?
My wife.
What do you mean?
We're coming into Manic Liz time.
I'm packed. That's my shit right there. Whoops, how do I do it? We're literally right there. I'm all packed.
It looks pretty good. I'm basically packed. It's just gonna get a little more in there.
It's 9 o'clock at night, and we're leaving at 4 in the morning.
What time did I work? I worked what? 6:30 to 7 today. So yeah, I am fucking behind, but I've been busy. And look it, done. Problem solved.
Fears. My first fear is that I'm out of shape.
Yeah.
No, but for real, I am really out of shape. We quit smoking cigarettes in December, and I just put on like 12 pounds, which I've finally started to go in the other direction, but I am a little bit nervous. I haven't hiked as much as I would have liked to get ready for this because I was so focused on this festival for last weekend and getting ready for that. So I've done a couple of day hikes, but look at that new pack.
I woke up like this. She's in the
window seat with no window.
Coming in the aisle seat with a beautiful aisle.
I kind of fit my pack under the seat.
Just for now, we're gonna keep the fast seatbelt sign on, but when we're here in a little bit, we can maybe turn it off, let you guys move around, do what you need to do. Like I said, just for now, we're gonna keep the seatbelt sign on, just in case you're running into any turbulence. We're about an hour, 35 minutes away from Chicago here, and we will continue to keep you updated with each episode. You enjoy the rest of your life.
Yeah, we are. We're at the rental car place, which is weird. It was like a free-for-all. They're like, just go take any car in the President's Circle. And then there was like a mad dash from like a bunch of people. Isn't that weird? Anyway, Luke is trying to get some money back because we were supposed to have an SUV. So I thought I would talk about another thing that I was concerned about for this hike. So I talked about last night, like the fact that I'm very out of shape, at least for my personal standards. Not exactly the shape I wanted to be in when starting the Colorado Trail, but it is what it is. So the second thing is the elevation, which kind of goes with that. I have only hiked on the East Coast, basically, which the highest mountains we have are like 6,000 feet max. We're at 5,000 feet right now in Denver. Here comes Luke.
This sucks.
What
Fuck
happened?
Hurts. Huh?
What's going on?
They said I can wait for an SUV to show up. I don't understand it.
Anyway, so yeah, Denver's at like 5,000 feet. The start of the trail is at like 5,000 feet, but I think by day 4, we're up to 10,000 feet. I've never even hiked anything like that. So I'm a little concerned that also being out of shape Also, I think water's a little bit sparser in the beginning. I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be fine. I think I'll just end up, you know, hiking slower, maybe. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think I can do it. It's just a new experience that I have like a little bit of anxiety about. Okay, I'm starving. We're gonna go get lunch, hopefully, just in this car, because who cares? It would have been the year before COVID, so 2019. We came to this exact restaurant 4 years ago, and we remembered how much we loved it.
I think this is the same seat that I sat in.
How's that?
That's good.
Ooh, that is really gingery.
Oh,
I feel like we got this last time. Soybean. What is this backdrop?
Yummy.
We've arrived at REI because we need to get gas canisters. Fuel canisters. Ooh, haven't been to an REI in years. I just want to buy everything.
Is it silent?
Give me a 360 spin.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. What do you think?
I mean,
This is Luke hiking Colorado.
completely forgot to film any of the resupply. I'm way out of practice. Okay, finally heading to the Airbnb. We finally made it to the Airbnb, and look, our packages are waiting for us. What a great host.
It's like 30 pounds on that table for me.
Luke's food that he bought, and we came with a little bit in our packs, but that's Luke's food and that's mine.
Yeah, but you did that.
No, you wanted like 100 granola bars. This is extra.
I didn't even pick out the granola bar.
Yes, you did.
Oh, look at them. They still got the tips.
I have my knives in there. Careful.
What's that?
It's my new check-in poles.
Who did that wrapping job?
Amazon.
Are those black diamonds?
Yeah, they're my same poles I had.
My same poles?
My same poles.
The same pole.
Monday 98, Tuesday 93, Wednesday 92, Thursday 89, Friday 88, and then it goes back up to 95 next week. We're gonna die. Back to the airport.
Not like just go to the
look at the sky.
presidentials. Just go to the presidentials. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go to the presidentials. Fucking
You're
eat
still
a dick.
bitching about the car. Look at that horse. This is gonna be the longest video.
There he is.
Where? There he is!
It's like you're in a fucking Altima.
Hey guys,
Hi, Evan!
you hitching? Good job finding me. This is a big airport.
Come in.
Hi! I'm so happy to see you. Or is anything new that you're recording won't downgrade. You'll have control over that. Good morning. We've already been up since 5 o'clock because it's a 2-hour time change, so we went out to dinner last night with Evan and got to catch up a bit, so that was fun. And today we are actually just hanging out. We have a couple errands we still gotta do, and then we're just kind of chilling until we start the trail tomorrow morning. So today, keeping on theme, I wanted to talk about some of my other concerns or fears, I guess, leading up to this hike. So one of them is weather. Originally, I think I was more concerned about thunderstorms because that's not something I'm used to at home. Not that we don't have thunderstorms, but you're just much more exposed on this trail. And I think afternoon thunderstorms are definitely common. And so you've got to try to be aware and plan ahead and not be going over a very long exposed pass in the afternoon in case there's a thunderstorm. So that's all just a new thing for me to worry about. out. And then since getting here yesterday, it was so hot yesterday, and looking at the weather forecast for this Denver area, it's like gonna be 90 degrees every day, and you're just exposed. Like, I'm used to hiking in the woods in New Hampshire where you like maybe pop out for a second on top of the mountain, but you're not like exposed for hours on end. So we were at REI and Luke was buying a hat, and there was a girl talking about how, yeah, you definitely need a hat. I don't have one. I have hair on my head, so. And I brought sunblock, or just like a little sunblock stick, but I don't know. I'm worried about the heat, the combination of being out of shape, the elevation, being in the hot sun and just being exposed. Like, all of that just feels new and is giving me a little bit of anxiety. Okay, let's go say hi to Evan. I feel like most people probably know who Evan is, but if you're new here, Evan and I met on the Appalachian Trail 5 years ago and hiked the majority of it together, and we've stayed besties ever since. Evan, say hi to the vlog. How are you?
Vlog? I'm good. I'm looking at the mileage plan for the first 7 days.
How do you feel? Are you concerned at all about anything?
Yeah, I'm concerned about the whole thing, but we'll see how it goes.
I'm glad you're doing it with me.
Oh, I'm glad too.
Hi, Luke.
This is my map.
You've laminated a map to bring on the trail?
To illustrate my videos, but it's not for navigational purposes, but Luke's going from about here to about there.
Oh, wait. Oh, wow.
I'm like
And
a day hiker.
And we're going to take the Collegiate West, which is this way around, and go all the way down to Durango.
In today's video, I'll be discussing the most dangerous animals in Colorado. Number 1, mountain lions.
What?
These big cats have large claws and powerful jaws, which can make an encounter
I
with one
didn't
of these
realize
animals
those were a
very
thing.
dangerous. Number 4, spiders.
Son
There
of
are
a
two
bitch.
main types of venomous spiders in Colorado: the prairie
Snakes.
rattlesnake and the Masaga rattlesnake. Number 6, black bears.
6.
Black bears are known to frequent areas around.
You gonna play, Evan?
Well, I want a shot.
That's why you didn't hear it.
There we go.
Ooh. I just had to get it for the vlog. What'd you just say?
I said the last time I had a donut was in 2018, after we finished the Appalachian Trail, and we were in your mom's car, somebody's car, and we stopped to get donuts.
Okay.
It's been 5 years.
Have a fucking donut, Evan.
I'm gonna take the good one.
Take the good one. Have a donut, honey. Ooh, I love glazed.
No, it doesn't have Boston cream in it though.
What?
Oh, is it like a whipped kind of?
Yeah.
Entrance 3.
See? Look at the people.
Booking on a bike. Look at this guy. He's moving. Oh, that's such a good porta potty name, the Honey Bucket.
We spontaneously decided to come visit Red Rocks Amphitheater. Look at Evan, this is their first time here. I already came here once because I did my client's hair here last year. Shut up! It's a very like one time at band camp moment because I've been talking about it the whole way here. Look at the bear trash cans! We're acclimating.
This is pretty steep here.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe go up right-footed one. Oh, what?
Magpie? American magpie.
Ooh, where'd he go? I was gonna talk about, I feel like I dropped the ball in this video today, but I was gonna talk about my next thing I was scared about, probably like my almost biggest fear of this trail, which is bears.
Bears.
Which, I feel like I've always been scared of bears a little bit, but I was reading, like, comments on the Far Out app trying to plan where we were gonna camp and stuff the first week, and it seems like there's a lot of comments about bears getting food bags.
That's a plane.
And then somebody commented on one of my videos on Instagram that we really should bring a bear canister, and then the guy at REI said we should have a bear canister or take an Ursack. But it doesn't seem like most people do that. And I'm not really set up for a canister. I don't know. We're going to hang our food and we're going to be good about it. But I just am a little scared.
We got this. That's one of your fears, is bear?
That's probably one of my biggest fears. What do you have any fears?
Chafing. Just kidding, it's not really fair. I don't know. Let's think about it.
You're not scared. You're just like, do.
I just
Along
follow
for the ride.
I just follow them.
You see this for tomorrow? Okay, today is on the left, the high is 87.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow the high is 96.
Yeah, yes, this is one of my fears. You literally can't tell how big this is.
A little piece. Can I have a corner of a piece?
Oh my god, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
On the last one.
Good morning, today's the day. We're gonna hit the trail soon. We're just taking final showers and getting packed up. So I thought right now I would talk about my last big fear before we just stop thinking about all that and get going on the trail. So the last one and the biggest one is the fear of failure, which I don't know if that's the right message to put out, but it just is true. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is because I feel like it just feels different now than it did before. What I mean by that is when I went to hike the Appalachian Trail 5 years ago, I had never backpacked before or done a long distance hike before. And so going into it, I think I knew it was like a low success rate. I think it's like 20% of people finish. So even though I wanted to finish and I was motivated to finish and I hoped to finish, I think if I didn't finish, it wouldn't have been like a huge surprise to me. And I would have been able to like accept it if I didn't finish. I don't know if that's true, but you know what I mean? Like I had a certain expectation that I probably wouldn't finish. So the difference now is I've done the Appalachian Trail, I've done the long trail. So setting out on this trail, I just feel like the expectation from myself and from others is that I should finish. So if I didn't finish, I feel like it would feel a lot worse now. And I know you guys are all gonna say it's fine and whatever, shit happens and not to worry about it, but that's just how I feel. So yeah, I think now though that like we're here, it's the morning of, I do feel a little bit nervous, but I am ready to kind of like put all of that behind me and just be excited and get to the trail. So let's go. There it is. Okay, I feel like now that we're on the trail and moving, I'm excited. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I will pick up the next one, the first trail video, at the beginning. So see you then.